So basically, this is just going to be a very random video because honestly, um, I just find it funny that I've been having a lot of vivid dreams lately. Like, it's actually kind of scary. I mean, not my dreams, they're not nightmares, but it's scary because I'm like, I never remember my dreams. I never have vivid dreams, hardly. You know, where you have seasons where you have a lot of vivid dreams and you have seasons where you don't. I usually don't. But I'm in a season where I'm having a lot of vivid dreams, and basically, I wanted to tell you about a dream that I had, like, not even last night, like 2 nights ago. And I wanted to tell you this dream in particular because A, I remember it the most, and B, it's like my favorite dream I've had in like years. First of all, like I said, I don't even like, I'm pretty sure I might dream, but I don't remember my dreams usually. I usually just go to sleep and wake up. That's what it seems like. I just fall asleep. My neighbors are really loud, so you might hear some people in the background. I apologize for that. That's just how it is. When you have neighbors, I don't know. It's like 5 p.m. and like people are out playing, children are out playing, and I'm trying to film a peaceful video. This is like the best time for me to film, so I can't film at nighttime because the lighting is whack. I can't film in the morning. I can't film like in the morning because my son, you know, is real active and stuff. I usually film at times where my son is taking a nap or he's with some, you know, his grandparents or something like that. I only have a small window of time of like quiet time in daylight to film. Yes, if it were nighttime, I'd have all night to film, but then the lighting would be absolute trash. So literally, this is like kind of why I don't like even film that much, because I just don't have, I have to use that specific window of time, and if I miss it, I miss it. And I also have to make sure that it's a day that my hubby is basically at work, because anytime he's off of work, then that's also just distraction, and I usually just don't film when he's off work because I want to spend time with him. But anyway, I wanted to tell you about this dream I had. It's actually funny because I wrote it down. I wanted to sit down and make a video like as soon as I woke up, to be honest. I wanted to, because you know, when as soon as you wake up from a dream, like it's so fresh in your mind, and when it comes to a dream, like it's so easy to forget them. You really have to like remember in your mind what happened, because it's so easy to forget it. There's actually a dream I had last night, and I only remember small bits and pieces of it because I didn't take the time to wake up first thing in the morning and really remember what happened. So I honestly forgot most of the dream I had last night, but even that was a very vivid dream. I'm just having vivid dream. I don't know how to lucid dream or anything like that. I tried doing that when I was like in high school. That's when I like learned about it. I was like 18, but like I got scared of getting sleep paralysis because I was about to lucid dream, and then truly I felt like I was gonna go into sleep paralysis, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna try that, and I never tried it ever again because I don't know. We could talk about that in another video, like literally talking about lucid dreaming, but yeah. So basically, like I said, I wrote this down because I really wanted to remember it, but I actually do remember a lot of it because it's very, you'll see when I explain this. So basically, I had a dream that, I'm sorry, it's just so funny to me. Like I said, this is like the best dream I've had in a while. had a dream that me at this age 24, me at this age, I went back to elementary school. Now listen. Obviously, dreams don't make sense. Obviously, dreams do not make sense at all. So it made sense in the dream. It made perfect sense in my dream. But me explaining this is gonna be like, what? But yeah, so I went back to elementary school. It was kind of like, I guess, a program where it was a very, very rare program where, someone my age could go back to whatever grade they wanted to, from like kindergarten to like 12th grade. Now, obviously, I've graduated and I've been to college and things like that. And if I were to go back to school, my only option is college or like things like that. I can't obviously go back to elementary school, but it's just funny. It's funny in my dreams, and it's actually funny because I've seen some people make videos about this, like Mr. Beast made a video, and like Sniper Wolf made it. Who made it? Was it Sniper Wolf? I don't even know. I know Mr. Beast made a video about this, and somebody else did, like going back to elementary school. But truly, like, this wasn't like some kind of setup, or it was truly me going back to elementary school. So basically, where I live, they're building a bunch of stuff where I live. Like, they're just totally building a bunch of stuff. So they built new schools over the past couple of years. They built an extension of my high school, things like that. So they built they're even building a bunch of new houses, like a whole new thing of houses, like right across from, just not too far from where I live. Like, they're building all these new houses. So like, yeah, there's this elementary school that's like right there, and I'm pretty sure my son is gonna go to that school. But yeah, and it's funny because my son was also starting kindergarten. So the grade that I was starting was 5th grade, and I'll tell you why. If I could choose which grade from kindergarten to 12th grade, if I could choose which grade I want to be in, I probably would choose 5th grade. Now that might sound like, okay. The reason why is because, first of all, I don't want to go to kindergarten. I don't want to go to anything lower than 5th grade, first of all, because like, obviously there's a bunch of like little kids, and like also just super elementary stuff. But I loved 5th grade. When I was in 5th grade, that was the best time of my life. That was the best school year of my life, truly. It almost brings tears to my eyes when I think about elementary school and I think about 5th grade. Like, that was the best school year of my life. Then I went to middle school, and middle school was garbage. It was terrible. It was like, I went to a great school. It's actually funny because when I went to middle school, the school was just built, and I was the second class. Like, they had the first class go through, and then I was the second one. So middle school was 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. I hated middle school. We had to wear uniforms in middle school, and it just wasn't a good time. I mean, obviously, when you can think back to middle school, you're kind of like, I was hitting puberty. No, was I even hitting puberty in middle school? I don't even know. But it's a time where you're discovering yourself. You don't even know who you are. I still don't even know who I am, sweetheart. I'm still discovering myself. So in middle school, like, just super awkward vibes in middle school. Like, just wasn't a good time. High school, even more so. Now, look, high school's a tad bit better than middle school because you have more options, you can do more things. But I had my highlights in high school. I did, but for the most part, I didn't like high school either. I was in the drill team a little bit. I was in basketball. I was in theater. I was in plays. I was in, was I in? I was in, for sure I was in this Alice in Wonderland play. And, but yeah, I was in a lot of stuff in high school. And it's actually funny, like, I never talked about this on my channel, but I actually started college when I was a junior in high school. I truly went to a college. I went to a community college at age 16. And that happened, you know. But I ain't gonna go. That's a whole nother video if you want. Let's get into the dream, shall we? But yeah, high school. I wouldn't want to go back to high school, cause you know the kids there are pretty much grown ups, and like, you know, I don't know. Nah. I already had like. So anyway, my son was going to school. He was starting the first year of kindergarten, and I was going to fifth grade. And I'm a 20-something-year-old girl starting fifth, you know, going back to school and going to fifth grade. But I was hype about it. I was like happy about it. I mean, not super happy, but I was kind of like, okay, let's do this, you know. And it's kind of funny because like all the kids were like fascinated with me. They were like, you're grown, like you're a grown up, like what are you doing in fifth grade if you're like that old, you know? It reminds me of this Robin Williams movie. I don't even know the name of it. I don't know if y'all would know what it is, but there's this Robin Williams movie where, but he was actually a child though, like he was grown, like you know, Robin Williams being a grown man, and there was just a special, he had a special condition basically where he was actually aged like 8 or something like that, but he looked like a fully grown man, you know, but mentally he was age 8, and that's how it was when he was a baby. Like he grew very quickly, and so the doctor was like, yeah, like, and by the time he graduated high school, like he was old man, you know, like he just physically aged very quickly, but mentally he was actually a child, you know. Except I wasn't mentally a child. I'm mentally a 24, you know. I was mentally and physically an adult, you know, surrounded by all these fifth graders. But it was fine. It's actually funny because I had more in common with my teacher, even though my teacher actually was a bit older. I believe she was like maybe in her 40s or 50s. But other than that, like, even then, like, I had more in common with my teacher than I did with the students, because I'm just like, mentally, I'm not a child, I'm an adult. So, like, me and the teacher had this, like, special little relationship. Like, she would talk to me a different way than she would talk to the other students. Like I said, all the kids, they would talk to me. They would just cuddle, like they would just talk to me. Like, they were fascinated with me. They were fascinated with the fact that I was grown, and I was surrounded by a bunch of, I was in school, like I was just like the other kids, and they were just kind of like, do you already know the answers? Like, can you tell me the answers? Like, obviously, if I took a fifth grade class, that would be the easiest thing in the world, you know, because, yeah, you know, but I know it doesn't make sense, but it made sense in my dream, and that's that. So, yeah. Let's see what I wrote down. Yeah, I talked about how the kids were fascinated with me. Also, I loved elementary school because we had recess. I don't know why they take recess away from you. Like, that's just so sad. Like, recess was everything, you know? So, basically the dream setting was basically a whole entire day from the beginning of school to like the end of school. The first day, I was a new student, but like school was already, it wasn't like the first day of school, but it was like my first day of school as a new student, you know? So that's kind of how it was. So yeah, we went through the whole entire day. We went to lunch and recess and all that good stuff. And I don't know, I also thought it was quite funny how the thing that I think is funny is children think that grown-ups are cool. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a loser or if you're like an amazing person. Actually, sometimes, you know, children take for granted people who are like really amazing people. Like, who is that person? But like, you could be a loser or something, and kids will think you're like so cool. I think that's the thing. Is like, it's not. I'm not trying to say I'm a loser or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm trying to say like they were so impressed by such mediocre things, you know, like they were so impressed by the fact that I could drive and I had a car. Like, oh my god, you have a car? Oh my god, like, can you take me somewhere? Like, we should be friends so we could go to the mall together all the time and stuff. Like, they thought I was so cool. Also, like, I had money when I was paying for my lunch. I pulled out my wallet and I had like money in there, and they were like, oh my god, you have a job? Oh my god, like, that's so cool. Like, they just thought I was so cool. Like, it was funny though. That's the thing with children. They're impressed over the smallest things. But yeah, I think that's all I wrote, honestly. Like I said, we did our assignments and all that good stuff, and it was just, that's basically it. I just think that this video is so funny, and this dream was so funny. It was just funny. That's all I can really explain. Because it's just like, what is going on? But that was what it was, you know? I went back to 5th grade, and it was a good time. Good thing it was just for one day, because I don't think that I could tolerate being an actual student in 5th grade for an entire year. The thought of going back to grade school is actually more of a nightmare than a dream when I think realistically, but it was fun. That's my dream. That's that. So, what do you guys think? I don't know. Like, alright, so that is today's video, I guess. Do you remember your dreams? Do you have vivid dreams? Let me know. Alright, so that's all